What's up, Vol Nation? This is Jared Garantano here. Welcome to my first ever film breakdown of the Tennessee Vols. Super excited for this new chapter in my life. I'm going to be going weekly breakdowns, and I'm also going to be talking to a lot of podcast slash radio hosts throughout my time doing this. Uh, Going forward, I will be looking at Tennessee's offense as well as some of their defensive stuff, talking about certain things that I see, helping the fans break down the game, helping understand a little bit more schematically on what Tennessee's trying to do or what defenses are trying to do to Tennessee to stop them. But I'm super excited for this. Obviously, this is something that holds dear to me. My university that I went to, blood, sweat, and tears there. But also, I love talking football. It's one of the most sane things that I have right now in my life, and it's been something that I've been doing since I was 8 years old. So I'm grateful for you guys. I'm super happy to get started with this. And as always, go Vols. Kind of play by play, talking about certain things. Don't mind me if I keep rewinding, going back and forth on certain plays, just kind of talking through it. All right, so first play of the game, we're going 2-by-2. Obviously, we're in the boundary with the tight end, so we have shade to the boundary there and under front. Obviously, right now, overseeing this, you see safety over the tight end, so it could be some sort of cover one. You see press to the boundary. You see 2-over-2 at the top. First play of the game, we're going to go fly motion, which is a motion that the Miami Dolphins do a lot right now, and then it's almost like he's going to veer up the field. Can't go up the field too fast or else it'll be a penalty. We see Joey right here play fake into the running back, and we also see guard pull. Okay, they are playing cover one. Excellent throw, excellent shot by Joey. So what you'll see on this play is this is literally Tom Brady's New England Patriots play to Gronk. We ran this in Arizona with the Cardinals, and we also ran it with Denver with Sean Payton. But we love this play. It's literally called Why Gronk in Denver. Right here, as soon as you see the guard pull, you're looking at the linebackers, seeing the linebackers react. So I'm guessing first play of the game, Coach Heupel understood that the linebackers react very fast, very downhill, and we're just trying to get a nice, easy intermediate shot to the tight end. Let's see if the guard pulls. Motion flies across, man-to-man tell. Excellent guard pulls. Look how fast those linebackers fill downhill. Then we got man-to-man. He beats him across face. Excellent shot. Outside of this, if this wasn't open, he would go 1-2 to the backside dig, which probably would be around like 15 yards. Beautiful play. And then front side, we got a post. Excellent way to start excellent way to start the game. Second play, they're going tempo, tempo, tempo. We're going 3-by-1 FIB, formation and boundary. They can't align correctly. Safety rolls down weak, basically, to the single receiver. Joey sees numbers, shows back. We also have a good run here, too, because the box is super light. Shows to the running back. Excellent gain, excellent throw. Really good perimeter blocking here. Let's see. So we have a really weak box. So right now he's kind of in a position that if he wants to run it, the O-line should be pushing. Left guard, left tackle should be pushing to that safety since he's in the box. And then that right guard center is going to overtake to that Mike linebacker or that Will linebacker that's left of the hash. Right tackle, backside seal. We should be able to get a good gain here, probably cutting back inside. But not needed. We throw the ball outside, spit it to the perimeter. Wide receivers blocking their tails off. All right, so we're going to go third play of the game here. Play action fake, selling weak rollout to the left, basically going backside sail right here. We get a big PI, I remember, but let's go back to this original play. My bad. This is going to happen to a bunch, boys. I'm sorry about this. Boys and girls, I should say. I got to figure this out. This is my first time doing it, too, so bear with me. All right, so we're going FIB again. All right, so that was something that Coach Heupel wanted to show, and realistically, it helps the offense and it messes with the defense, their alignment. So as we can see, it looks like a quarters alignment right now from the defense right now. You see quarters, you see safeties narrow. You see underneath right here, the left side corner is playing inside leverage. They did that on a play for a touchdown going into, I think it was the second half, it might have been, the long touchdown that Joey threw to, I think, Slayin. I forgot. Okay, so he shows ball, play fake. He's booting out opposite, and then we're going backside sail. So right now, we're alerting post because it's quarters, right? So right now he saw quarters pre-snap. He knows in the quarters defense that the safety is going to take this sail, the second receiver to the right, the slot. He runs a great sail route, gets his hips turned, everything excellent. He has a throw there. Then he also has the post alert. Good job by him taking the post alert. I would have obviously loved to see him throw it a tiny bit sooner, but I think that he was going to get hit. And backside on this progression, you should most likely see some sort of dig or in cut. I don't know why he's also running a post area. That's not good. You shouldn't really have posts going to the same side of the field, going inwards. You don't really ever see that. Maybe that's a miscommunication or an MA from the wide receiver. But let's see this. So we see the front. We see everything. We really want to get these linebackers sucked in. We want to really show run. So we have another guard pull here. Really good job. Now this is the responsibility of Joey. So you see this type of play action. You understand that Joey has to understand that the pocket's more in the interior. This is not a wide or fake. Now if the tight end should have let that go, then maybe he's supposed to get a little bit wider outside the tackle box. But with this play fake, I'm thinking that he should get more vertical. And if he gets more vertical, he won't have that to face that pressure as fast. He'll be lined up a little bit slightly outside that hash to be able to make an easier throw. And as you can see, boys and girls, quarterback is not an easy position. Sitting there having to bear down with somebody running at your face full speed is never a cool thing. But you see the sail. He obviously wins on the sail. That's a good option there. But pre-snap, you see post, go take the shot, especially early in the game. Wow, that guy whiffed on him. I thought he was going to get jacked up like I used to get jacked up. But listen, you gave your receiver a shot. Play, what you got? A penalty on that. First down balls. All right, we got some sort of shift. We're going tight bunch left here. So basically 4 strong. Got another, looks like quarters again. You see top of the screen. You see corners, inside leverage. You also see 2-eye safeties, pretty narrow. We're on quarters. You see that Mike's plugging in, blitzing right here. And we got a beautiful game, beautiful counter right here. So basically showing 4 strong, getting the whole defensive shift left, understanding that, and then pop it right back to the right. We should have good numbers. It probably should have been a better game than it was right here, but listen, we'll take it. We should have guard and center coming off to the left. That linebacker blitzing, they need to be a little bit faster on this double team. If you look at this picture right here, you're like, okay, that's literally a 15-yard gain. Miles gets through that. We hit that fast. Follow your blocks. We got to stay on the block on the end, and then we have a one-on-one free shot on that safety. If we can get to the second level of any type of run, we are in for a treat, boys and girls. We are in for a treat. First game shenanigans, like I was about to say. This type of stuff happens often, offensively and defensively. Obviously, just got to bear with it, and then obviously it's all about how you react after. So as a play caller, you see this happen, and you're like, okay, we just had a false start, bad play. Let's try to get half back. Okay, so we're not looking just for the whole thing. We're looking to get half back and make it a third and manageable here. We got Y out motion, fast motion, same thing as what I've been talking about Miami doing, and then they just ran, basically we called it sticky. So right here we just go stick flat. Going back, my bad, this is the penalty. Stick flat. Versus this coverage is not very good. Let's see what the bottom of the screen has. Stick flat here. And they are running basically dagger backside. I'm not really too familiar with this concept. I do know with this landscape with this defense right here, when you're running it, you're looking about who can take away the flat, who can take away the stick. Soon as this guy drops out, it turns into a completely different formation, so that's why he's going to the strength, he's dropping out. Soon as he does that and he erases, we should be throwing a stick, but they do a really good job passing it off, so the corner winds up taking the flat and he winds up getting vertical. Off rip, soon as you see the play call, soon as you see this end drop, you're thinking that he's going to go take the flat, especially if they're going to roll a single high. That's really his responsibility, but they do a good job communicating. It stays too high. He gets vertical. I still think we can pop it now, but from a quarterback's perspective, as soon as you see that guy sink, you're like, all right, I'm off of it. Then he's going backside to the dagger, to his third progression. Got pressure interior. Good job by the running back picking it up. and then just giving them an opportunity. I would love to see Miles come back to the ball there, obviously in scramble drill. If you're high, come back down. If you're low, go back deep or go deep. That's scramble drill rules. Okay, what do we got here? Screen. Big thing on 3rd and 10, always. Always, always, always. For my subscribers, people watching. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. 3rd and long, you're usually thinking draw to screen possibilities. If not, daggers, sails, those type of longer progression plays. 3rd and 10, we get screen. Really good job by the offensive line picking up man-to-man, hat-on-hat. Really, really good job by Joey selling it. And obviously, as Syracuse, I don't think this is a very good job defensively. As soon as you see 3rd and 10, like I said, your antenna should be up to screens, should be up to draws. And also, if it's on the plus side of the field, you have to understand that it's 4-down territory. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was a lighter box if Coach Heupel just ran the ball. Because if you can pick up 5 or 6, you're sitting there in 4th and 4, 4th and 5, 4th and 3, they're probably going to go for it. So from Syracuse, they send double A's, double mugs, blitz peel with that. So it's really only 5 people blitzing. We got to see this. As soon as this guy peels, right tackle should be going into the left. 75 should be going left. 56, 74, left. They need to get down calls. Because realistically, as soon as his back peels, we understand as an offense that they're only blitzing 5. We have enough to block this. From our perspective of offensive play, this is another good thing that you guys might pick up on. If you're seeing a team that does this type of thing with double mugs, the best thing to do is to send his running back out wide to basically like empty formation, motioning him out to see who the man-to-man player is. And as soon as you have the man-to-man player, the offensive line can basically make a 5-down call, and then they can block those 5. It's tough from this alignment because you don't know if the Mike linebacker is going to peel out. You don't know if the end's going to peel out. But if you have that tell, what Joey can do and the offense staff can do is from the right tackle down, they can make a big L call. So essentially everybody's just going left, gap down left. As soon as they do that, it'll be an easy pickup of 5 for 5. Because that right end who's taking the running back will be accounted for, and then we're just blocking down. So 74 basically be on this guy that's not blitzing up the middle, but the D tackle that's not being touched because he thinks that MDM is the person blitzing. And now we have a free rusher in the face of Joey. Obviously, it's a screen, so we're all good. I was just talking the analysis of if it wasn't a screen, if we're really going pass play dare and we're going dagger or whatever it is, and we're free releasing the back, that's how you would block it up. But for the sake of the play, screen, did an excellent job going down, getting up the field, hat on hat. 74 gets up the field, pick one, find one, gets hands on. Excellent play. Great play for the Vols. We got a bunch left here. We're just going wide zone, stretch. This is a play that we wish that we had back. Okay. So right here, we're looking at Miles' alignment. He's going wide. Soon as he overtakes his block and he's fighting, and he has no inside presence, he already overtook it. Miles right here, or 87, I'm sorry, I don't know who it is. I think that's Miles. He should be getting vertical. As soon as he gets vertical, he would have had on a hat to this safety, this alley player. He blocks him. We're walking in the end zone. But listen, football is a game of mistakes. Like, that type of stuff happens. Now you go back and watch the film. You go back to the sideline. It's really cool having iPads now on the sideline because, they never really had that when I was there, and they also didn't have the mics. But being able to watch the play that fast and understand and learn it, and being able to see the different looks that a defense can show is really, really good for offensive personnel, as well as probably defense seeing the offensive stuff too. 2x2 wide. We get fast motion by the F. We go 4 strong again. So 4 strong was running back and the 3 receivers showing that way. Usually when they push like that, we usually have a defense that pushes over as well. So as soon as we see this, we'll go back to the motion. Sorry, let the play run. As soon as we go to this play, let's see the reaction of the defense. As soon as Joey sees this guy step up on the line, he's thinking that it's a 4-down line, mint front. They're playing 3-4 here. He's thinking that he can pop this slant immediately. Pops it because he sees the void with that linebacker sitting on inside of the hash. As soon as this end drops, that's a tough thing. That's a tough throw. Obviously, if he's running a hitch, he can stay away, but some of the outside linebackers that we're going to see in the SEC might be able to make that play. All in all, got to be able to make that catch, got to be able to make that throw. If you're going to take it, shoot it out there. As you can see, we'll do a little bit of talking. They're going to bump over. Gets into the flat, turns his back. Regardless, we need to be able to make that play at least 4-yard gain. He's trying to shoot. The reason that ball went left is because he's trying to shoot it outside, away from that defender. That can be a problem from the interior. All right, we got 2x2 wide. All right, so we got to the bottom of the screen. This slot receiver is almost standing literally on top of the NFL numbers. So we're going across the board. So right here, this is basically F cross, Y whip. Also, I'll explain to you guys how to read it in 1 second. Sorry that we have to see this. I always hate doing that, especially on I'd rather do that on the great plays that we can just watch it again. All right, so we're watching right here. So top of the screen, we're going to have a go route, and then by the slot, we're going to have a whip, which is a 3-step slant, and then you're breaking right back out. And then the bottom of the screen is cross. So for this whip, this ball really should be going to the whip. I don't really like the way that it's ran. With whips, you want to sell crosser / slant. Like if you can get this guy running, your man-to-man player running and having to go alert that and trying to cut you off, that's how the whip will win. Still wins, so that's still a viable option. Down and distance-wise, if I'm Coach Heupel, I would be still saying the same thing to Joey. I'd be saying, hey, we're in 4-down territory here. If we can find a completion and we can get it to 4th and 2, maybe we'll go for it. Now, listen, obviously, first possession of the game, I'd love to score some points here. Probably wouldn't go for it, but just having the quarterback understand that is key. So now we see that whip, and then from the bottom of the screen, it's called cross. So this guy in the slot that's on the hash is basically running an 18 to 22-yard over. Then the X receiver or the bottom receiver, bottom of the screen, is running a 15-yard dagger route. Probably going to roll it in. Progression-wise, you go whip to over to dig. Now, Joey threw this go route because in his mind, he's saying, you know what, I have a one-on-one shot outside. He sees cover 1 again. I don't know if I like the one-on-one shot because the guy's off. This is a play that I wouldn't really alert the one-on-one shot here on a go route, per se. Now, if this is the matchup that they saw in the week that they were like, all right, let's take it, then so be it. But right now, I think I would go through my progression, go whip to the over to the dig. He's running sluggo up top. Now, listen, now if it's a sluggo, then you alert it because we like sluggos versus off corner. Alert it. If not, we have the whip coming back. So they're basically selling lion. Lion is double slants in just football 101 terminology. They're selling double slants, seeing if these guys can catch them flat-footed. He holds the safety, looks left. Doesn't need to pump fake because it's a man-to-man defender. Everybody should write that note down or take that down. If it's man-to-man, no reason really to pump fake. You just got to hold the one high safety. Okay, so we go there. We wind up winning on the whip. If not, then we got cross backside. All in all, good first possession. We'll take it. Listen, a field goal is a field goal. 3-0. Second possession, 2x2 wide. They bring him back, shift him in. Now it's basically dose formation. We call this dose formation. Most likely out of 12 personnel. They're running some sort of split zone insert, and I love that finish on that block. That is a grit. That shows grittiness of the team. That shows toughness. You do that and you show that every single play, that'll get you more PT. I promise you that. Okay, so right now I'm looking at inside zone, split zone. 74 should be 56 should be working to this linebacker to the right. Number 0 is inserting, so it's split zone insert. 0 is inserting, cleaning that up, then should be going right to that linebacker. Pick the head up, boom, perfect. Now we are a free hitter 6 yards down the field. We just cleaned that box up. Look at that box. That's great job by the offensive line. Free hitter 6-7 yards down the field. We'll take it. The only thing that we could do schematically, I'll go back real quick. The only thing that we can do schematically to clean this up, and obviously I know that this isn't really the style of offense, but the way to block the safeties is if these wide receivers were a little bit tighter, they can alert the crack, and then basically they would be cracking the safeties, and then we'd make the corners tackle. Typically, corners don't tackle. Instead, that they have them running aloha. They have them running hitches for free access if they want to take it. Free access is like corners 8 yards, 9 yards off. The thing with those things is it's so awesome to see because the receivers have such speed that 5 yard hitches the cornerbacks have to respect. They just ran vertically so much on them in the first drive that they have to respect their speed. Posts and goes, all those things that they were doing. Okay, so we have guard pull again, another play action. And this is the same play again. Awesome. Same Gronk play again. So if you guys remember correctly, the top of the screen is going to run a post. The tight end's going to run it over a Gronk over. So which is typically the Gronk over is a little bit different than 18 to 22. It's typically around like 12 yards. They do a way better job, Syracuse, on the second drive defending this. You see this player. So right now, this player that's on the hash, closest to the receiver running the dig, should really be passing this off to the other. He should be passing that Gronk to the person on the hash and then playing that dig. Right now, we have a dig window. It's a little bit hairy. I definitely wouldn't throw this with all those defenders in there. And we also have pressure interior. So we got scramble drill. Joey makes a great play out of nothing. And quarterbacks need to be able to do this. Need to be able to escape the pocket. The good thing with the offensive line, obviously, is if there's one, there's not multiple. If there's one, there's not multiple, you can still make a play. Right here, he sees interior pressure. Box clears because the running back got out. If the running back stayed in, 8 would be a rusher right now. That probably would not be very good. Clears. Whole lot of running room. Whole lot. The biggest thing that the Tennessee offense does better now than, I think for like the last 10 years, they do guard. They're whenever they're play action, they're guard pulling. They're showing different things. They're getting different landmarks for the quarterback. They're not just setting the quarterbacks up to sit there kind of like in the pocket and that sweet spot of 8 to 9 yards, and the D ends and D tackles know where it's going to be. That's going to be key for the rest of the season, especially playing in the SEC. You can't have the quarterback sitting there in that same spot. You got to be able to throw on the run. You got to be able to move the pocket. You got to be able to do different things. Okay, so we got another dose formation here. 12 personnel, and they're running the same. Ooh, split zone. Hitches again. Take it. Free access. Excellent. Like I said before, free access. You see that corner's off and wide. Take it. A little bit heavier of a box here. This is true split zone, no insert. True split zone. They blocked that very well too. We'll take that, especially on first down. We can get a 7-yard gain. Anything, a throw over 4 yards on first down is simulated as such as like a run. If you can get 4 yards on a throw, take it. Got dose again. Kind of showing it on this one that we're split zoning, I would say. This formation is slightly different than the other. Got to be careful seeing with these tight ends' eyes, making sure that he's not looking back 0. Can't look back. If he's looking backside, that might be a key for the defense to see it. Split zone, shows ball. Excellent job. The thing that I like the most already is that our run game is paired with our play action. That's the sign of a really good offense. Pairing it, making everything look the same. Plays off of plays. You want to have a play that shows one play, and then you have another play off of that same play that's a different play. Play action show. They're running shake routes. Shake routes are about 18 to 22. Big boy throws for sure. Good job by Joey here taking this throw here to the boundary. If it's all even and equal, always work the boundary. I think the receiver, this is a good route. Just a miss by Joey, a little bit high. Had a couple high throws on Saturday, but listen, we'll figure that out. It's only the first game of the year. The receiver right here, I think he should have went a little bit more in on his vertical stem to give Joey a little bit more room to the sideline, especially with inside leverage. Stem at him a little bit more. square him up, and then you save yourself room. You see how he stems out? Now, if you're going to come back down if it's a comeback, it's a great route. He just has to come back negative, and we have to throw him back negative. If it's a shake, I'd say stem in a little bit more. Come back, great route. Shake, not so great route. So we got flip right, 1x3 bunch. We motion him back inside. Guard pull. I think that was a counter on 3rd and 2. Another great play. Or 3rd and 3. Great job by the Vols offense. Showing 1x3 bunch. We motion them in. We have guard, tight end, counter. Good fill by 0. That's the way to put your body on the line for the greater good of the play. He literally just took on a 1-on-3 and just threw his face in there, and the running back was able to follow. But listen, this is another example of running the same play just from a different look. Guard, tight end, counter, different look there, first down. Being able to run the same plays off different looks and showing the defense different formations and tempo, that's how you create an edge. You can't just be sail. You can't run the same plays with no motions, no shifts, no nothing. Dose formation. Another RPO. I wish he would have been a little bit quicker. I don't know what the hesitation was on this one. So right now we see our split zone, our inside zone right, split zone with also our tight end inserting. This is more like, this is weird. This is like double tight end counter. You got the line blocking down to the right. I love whoever number 0 is. I love him. He sticks his head in there and he blocks. Could have gave it. Winded up not. That's one that'll upset an offensive coordinator, especially on early downs. I don't know why that double hitch. That double hitch makes him late, and then it makes the defender able to stop it. Let's see from the top. Sorry about that. Let's see from the top of the screen or from the wide view. If all is equal, I'd work boundary here. I don't know if all is equal though. Let's see. I'm going to need a clicker if anybody wants to subscribe and throw me money for a clicker. All right, so we see corner is off at the top of the screen. Don't go broke taking profits. I would go top of the screen here again because it's an easier throw. Take the boundary until the boundary is taken away. Right now, going to the field, also with inside leverage, is a scary throw. The good thing is corners, I shouldn't say this, most of the time corners won't jump it if they're really scared of the speed. And with Tennessee, the fact that they have speed, you won't see a lot of corners that are jumping hitches or short game routes just because they extend the field vertically so well that you will be able to do these plays and get yards for free just because of the speed of the receivers. When in doubt, though, if everything's equal, take the boundary. I think the boundary, you catch tackle 5 yards. Like I said before, if it's anything 4 or over, we're taking it. I don't like the double clutch this much on this play here. So now instead of 2nd and 5, we go 2nd and 10. Now we get to get half back. Good play call here. Tad bit high throw. All we're saying as an offensive coordinator is to try to get half of it back. Try to make it 3rd and manageable. I think from what I've seen last year, and I mean obviously just schematically of any type of offense, a high tempo offense that loves going tempo and loves finding rhythm. If you can stop them on first downs, it makes it very hard for the play caller to get back on par and get back to his script. If they get a first down and they get 5 yards, then the play caller's feeling a little bit of a rhythm. Defensively, if you can cause some sort of havoc or you can make it 2nd 11, 2nd 12 and get a big stop, that puts Tennessee's offense behind. And you can't really, you not that you can't, but it's harder to go tempo after a negative play. So here, we're seeing another counter. Good block there. I would not throw this bubble here. Bubbles are tough throws when it's 2 over 2. When I say 2 over 2, that means literally 2 wide receivers, 2 DBs over top of each other. From the box standpoint, you got 3-4 minute. Looks kind of like a 5 down, 5-2 box, but you got 3-4 minute guard pull. Excellent. You're going to read that end to the left, so he's really not a viable option. So realistically, since you're taking the end as a read key, you're looking at 6 for 6 blocking. 87 should block this Mike coming around. 6 for 6. You read the end. If the end crashes down, you pull it for the run. If not, he stays there. We really have a good run there too. We got to be able to stick on those blocks. But from this perspective, I probably wouldn't throw the bubble just because even if he does catch that bubble, the numbers aren't right. You don't have any advantage over there unless you just have a really good football player that can catch the ball and make him miss. Then, of course, I mean everybody's saying a 25-yard gain, 20-yard gain, but schematically, mathematically, I probably would have just handed this one off. That's why, I mean, you'll see it later in the game. Running bubbles for a single high 2 over 2 is not good, but if you run bus or if you run bubble slant and you can read off that defender, that flat defender, and throw the slant behind him, that's money. Okay, so we're basically an empty. So they're showing, so I'll talk about the back end when we go to the protection. Okay, so what do we got here? So basic Hank, okay? I saw this play on the internet. This is awesome. Hank, or Henry. This is probably Henry because it's 3rd and 10. So Hank is basically 10 to 12-yard curls on the outside. Hank, with the tight end or the number 3 receiver, is going to be running a 5-yard sit. I love this play. And then number 2 to the bottom of the screen is running a flat. I think he should be. I don't know why he's settling that down. Maybe because he thinks it's cloud. Okay, so basic Hank. So Hank is that. Henry is deeper. Deeper Hank rules. So you got the tight end 10-yard sit down, and then you should realistically have these outside guys get into like 15, just so that the quarterback can really truly read inside out. The read for this play is you're looking at that tight end sit. As soon as that tight end sits, you're either popping it on him if he's wide open. If he's not open, you're looking at squeeze rules. Okay? I'll let it play out, and then I'll explain squeeze rules from the back so you'll be able to see it. Great throw here. Great spot. I want to make sure that receiver definitely comes back downhill instead of eases on out. But listen, all in all, good. All right, let's talk about this. So if you guys remember before, we were talking about double mug, basically 6 down, and we were talking about how to defend it, how to block it. So when they came up to the sideline, whoever, Coach Heupel, Coach Hasley, I forgot, Coach Joey, they talked about just what we have to do with double mug. So right now, their response was, okay, we're going to basically go 2 jet here. We're going to slide up our running back to stop the penetration from that linebacker. We don't want the linebacker to have a full running head start at our running back. The faster we can pick him up, the easier of a block it is for the running back. So right here, we're going to go 2 jet. So center, left guard, left tackle are basically sorting out to the left. Then from the right side, you're going to go big on big, 75-72, big on big, with those 2 defenders over top of them. And number 2 is responsible for that right linebacker. Okay. If they were all blitz, that's how it would come out. Let's see what they do. They drop out. We have 2 there already. He checks his rules. I love how fast he gets out. That is so imperative for the play. He sees that his read key didn't blitz. He's out immediately. Sean Payton would literally be smiling ear to ear because that's all he loves to do is get the running back out to the flats or getting them into their routes. Being able to have a 5th guy in the route concept is a big difference. Okay, so we're looking. So soon as he sees that this guy over the Y, this linebacker drops out and he squeezes. When I say squeeze, it means that he basically plays it or he's the closest one. So he squeezes there. Look at that hole over there to the right on the curl. Now I want to make sure you guys see that he just rounded that. Make sure he's coming straight back to the quarterback. But it's just beautiful execution. Way to find the hole. Great 3rd down completion there on one of the bread and butter plays of just football terminology in the past like 30 years. What do we got here? We got a run. Not too hot. I'll speed it up a little bit on the runs. Let me make sure that I plug my computer in. My computer is talking about low power. All right, we'll skip that one. You guys don't need my analysis on that one. Second and 9. You guys are just here for the pass plays anyway. All right, we're FIB again. First game stuff again. Not good. No bueno. No bueno. Oh, was it on them? If it's on them, then it's great. All right, 3x1 into the boundary. FIB. Top of the screen, I'm seeing cover 1 all day here. You see the corner's eyes at the top. You're seeing 2 over 2 to the slot here. Obviously, they can cover it up in the box, but you see the safety roll down to play the Y. So we would call this 1Y. 1Y. You got Mike Blitz here. Basically running wham. Good job getting vertical there. We'll take a first down every time. Every time. What do we got? What do we have? Tackle pull. That sorted out perfectly. That's just a great job. Especially when you see guys finishing on blocks. Like, people talk about the Tennessee's offense as like rinky dink and like not physical. Like, I tell them to put the tape on, because the way that they're blocking, the way that they're running downhill on these counters and traps and split zones and inserts, I don't know what Tennessee team you guys are watching, but just because you see wide splits doesn't mean anything. All right, so we got right here. This is a really cool play design. I've never seen this one before. It's basically tight end arc. Oh, I'm trying to go. My bad. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so we're basically 1x3, flip formation again. So they're going insert, inside zone insert with tight end arc. I don't know if I would I don't know if I would think that this would be a throw, but I don't really understand the play call anyway. It's beautiful execution, beautiful play. Great catch. I'm not too familiar with this. This is why I'm not a head coach for the Vols, because Heupel just has plays up his sleeve that are just awesome. So Joey's eyes are away. He's really disguising it, trying to get that safety to drop down. And it's basically tight end pop. Looks like he's running like a danger route. Slant. Big slant. Beautiful catch. I love the eyes by Joey, though. Like, he's manipulating the defense, getting the defenders to drop downhill. That's awesome to see. What do we got here? A little 2x2. And that's just all running back. That's all running back. Free hitter. I watched this play, and honestly, when I was watching it live, I stood up and started chest pounding myself, because that's just a big boy play. 72 should be, when he is coming around for the block, he should be getting around vertical, staying a little bit more square, especially downhill in the red zone. Listen, I'm not gonna. The Tennessee offensive line looks awesome. They played their absolute what's off this game. And then the running back right there, one-on-one. And any running back that has one-on-one with a full head of steam, they'll be extremely happy too. So, win for the Vols, great drive there. Some things to clean up, but all in all, we were able to get in the end zone. Okay, so we shift out. Basically going to split stack, split right stack. Oh, there it is. Oh, dagger. Great throw. Great play design there. So remember when I was talking to you guys before about the different things that we would rather see versus single high. So smokes aren't very good, bubbles aren't very good. So right here what they're showing is they're showing fake smoke, and they're fake smoke bluff. Really, he's running a bubble. But they're faking the bubble. He's bluffing, popping it off there. Excellent. He catches this, and I don't know, he might get vertical. Braz is really fast. Really, really good player too. Excellent play design. Obviously, versus single high, we like this way more than just throwing a smoke or a bubble, just because we have some sort of flat read with this one instead of just spinning it out 2/2. Funky box here. Probably another good run box. See, I think if we're able to get to that linebacker, who knows? That can turn into a massive play too. Wish we had that one back. Great throw by Joey. Great manipulation. Great timing. And that type of stuff happens. Like, drops happen. We're not mad about that. We just get it back next play. 2x2 wide. Guard pull. Oh, beautiful execution again. Awesome. I'm over here like, this is how offense should be played. Great job. Great job by the Vols. I might just go to halftime at this point. I know I'm talking your guys' ear off. I love this stuff though. My dreams and aspirations, I want to be on SEC Network talking football. I want to be obviously back in Knoxville talking as much football as possible. I'm so grateful for you guys being so accepting of me over the past couple months, even the past year. Obviously, you know how much I love you guys and miss you guys, but the love that I've gotten is truly warms my heart, and obviously you guys know how much I love you guys, so it's awesome. Great play here. And I also this is like I'm watching the game with you guys again right here. I didn't watch it like this yet. And I'm over here just marveled by how good we really look. Obviously, there's things to clean up, but we look really good. Excellent job here. So we're going down, down. Basically, another variation of inside zone with tackle pulling. They're going down, 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 taking care of the down lineman. 5-man box. We eat 5-man boxes up. Boom, great run. Now with the splits, the only reason that we have wide splits in the offense is to make it easier on the offensive line, and it also is a tell. When I say make it easier, it helps the offensive line tell who they're blocking to, and it makes the box a little bit more sound for the run game. It also helps the quarterback out because you can see the numbers on any type of RPO or any type of pass play. You can kind of determine what the coverage is a little bit easier. It's hard to disguise when you have receivers that wide on splits. You have to get to your landmarks. You have to get to your spots. That's why I love the splits, man. What do we got here? It almost looks like cover 0. Man on, man on, man on. I think they're sending 0 here. Trying to change up the pace. See, like I said before, that's a really good job by Syracuse. They're trying to send 0 off of on a first down call because they're trying to stop the tempo. They're trying to get a 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12 so we can stop it. So that's the reason that you do that. Like I mentioned before, if you can do that and halt a play caller into a 2nd and 11 with their tempoed offense, that makes it way more difficult. If I was playing the Tennessee offense, I tried my very best to be very good and very productive on first down. That would be my big thing as a defensive coordinator. Win first down, and then it'll make it 2nd down and 3rd down a little bit easier. Okay, so we have 2x2. Showing ball, got to be play action. Look at the receivers coming off the ball at the top. They look like they're track stars. Right now I'm seeing pre-snap, I'm seeing quarters. Obviously it could be cover 1 to the boundary. Saban calls this cover 6. Great job, great throw. They're trying to mix up coverages. They're trying to go combo coverages on the boys now. They realize that Heupel's in a groove. They realize Joey's in a groove. The offense is in a groove. Trying to stop the run. Safety comes down. He gets back out. Basically another F. Henry type of route. Let's see it one more time so I can give you guys a little bit better of a description. Outside. Oh, so they're running the same play. So basically they're running. So this, we used to call this in Arizona with Cliff. We used to call this Y book comebacks or Y book shake. So with Y book, this would be in this sake F book for the slot. For F book, he's reading at middle of the field. If the middle of the field's closed, he's running 18 yards and coming right back to that stem and catching the ball, sitting it down. Now, if the middle of the field is open, which is too high, he's going to run down the seam, and he's a viable option to any type of cover 2. If it's cover 2 and it's Tampa 2 and that linebacker's out, he's going to sit it down. Anything that's middle of the field closed or he has a defender that's going to take that away, he'll sit it back down. Great anticipation, great throw. You see the linebacker sucked down just because of the play fake. That's why it's really good by Tennessee's offense. Like, typically teams will run this play on 3rd and 10 when they know it's a passing down. We're showing ball, play faking, showing away, and being able to run this is a huge step. Now, if this isn't open, we're going right back to the outside to the comeback. It's usually better to work this scheme to the 2 receiver side than the 1 receiver. You got the running back going out late to the left as well. If somebody takes away that left comeback, you got the running back. Fly control. Great play. Great job. Right now I'm seeing cover 1. Excellent job by Joey. Now I would love if he doesn't take those hits. We got a long, long season. See the boys tapping out. That tempo's getting to him. Tapping out on defense. Yeah, I would love to see him get down on this one. Tackle count. Got to see same side with the tight end there. So basically, if the tight end was on the other side, he'd be doing the same thing on counter. He'd be taking that away, and then the tackle would be coming through. As I said before, the responsibility for the quarterback, if he's not throwing the ball in RPO, is to read this end on this type of play whenever they're pulling the tackle. He goes downhill. The DN goes to play the running back. Joey pulls it. Get vertical now. Don't take a hit. Very good play. Good read by Joey. 8-yard gain. We'll take that all day. 3-by-1 stack. Tight end off. Whenever it's tight end off, defensively, you should be expecting the tight end to come back. If he doesn't, if they're running any sort of split zone if they're running counter or anything like that. That should be a big tell. Stack at the top. I wonder what the RPO they're going to be running on this one. This one I'm seeing man-to-man again. Early down, so still 2nd and 3. Early downs, I'd be trying to get in a single high, trying to stop their run. And they're in single high and can't stop it. Bang. Great play. How many times have I said great play? All right, so we're seeing the 3-down line, mid front. This is not very good by the Syracuse Orange here. So say if the tight ends, or say if they're playing cover 1 and they're playing 1Y, you should see the Will and the Mike plussed over to the left. And another terminology, another word would be bossed over. B-O-S-S. Bossed over strong. They need to be they're sending weak pressure, or they're sending strong pressure. Bad play design. Because look at this. As soon as that tight end goes away and they're guard pulling, since they're playing 1Y, that safety to the right of us, right next to the Affleck sign, is in no position to come make this play. Guard pull. Beautiful. Tight end insert. Nobody to block. Great job by 87. And then we got to make him miss. Great run. We got to make him miss. I know he's going to be pissed. Yep, he's about to he's either going to get the thigh slap or the chest pound or the mad face. Something's going to happen because he knows he should have made that miss. Great job. If you, as a running back, if the first person that you make contact with is 15 yards down the field, you should be the happiest camper alive. We got another 3-by-1, so not tight end off on this one, so he's probably not pulling. We got guard pulled, though. So we're showing play action, same thing that we saw on the Gronk play that we did first play and a couple plays later. This one was tough to see. I didn't really understand this. Maybe it was a big miscommunication. I threw out a tweet about this. I think they were trying to move the pocket. I don't know how that happened with the fumble on the play action, but listen, a lot of crazy stuff happens in the game. Vols still up 17-7. If I recall, next play was literally a defensive touchdown. So the Vols are playing really good complementary football. We got full house formation, another variation of dose, 2x2. Right here I'm viewing quarters. Okay, top of the screen, inside leverage again by the right receiver on the bottom of the screen. Quarters, narrow safeties. This is another way to stop the run outside of playing single high. Heavy box, 7-man box. They're trying to match the box. We show ball, basically showing insert. We're running the ball, stopped it. Great job by Syracuse. That's exactly what they wanted. Watch how downhill these safeties are. Playing 3-4. Center guard needs to do a little bit better job working vertically instead of horizontally. Good play. That type of stuff happens. Defenses win. It's not just all sunshines and rainbows from the offense. All right, so we got quarters again. Back-to-back plays. Oh, so remember what I said before. Remember what I said before about having plays off of plays, and bang, does that strike again. So literally a play later, same formation, same sort of play action, and they're running, or same sort of play, show ball, same everything, and now we're just running verts. The Z receiver, bottom of the screen, beautiful route. I'll harp on it a little bit later. Beautiful route, beautiful throw. Top of the screen had a go route. This is pure as day. Listen, we're just going to chuck it, just throw it deep. Let's get vertical. They're trying to stop our run. The big thing about this play, so look pre-snap bottom of the screen. You see how he's inside leverage here? That is very, very difficult to win on a post route versus inside leverage. But if you have speed and you're able to step on his toes and flip him around, you have everything you want, especially with this run game fake. Because in quarters, realistically, safeties are run defenders. And they're really focused on their tight ends. They're focused on their number 2 receivers as well, seeing if they're going vertical. That's why the corners are such inside leverage, because they understand. Oh, this is the run play. See, I couldn't even tell. The corners are such inside leverage because they understand that they have no true help if that safety was to take a sail or safety was able to take a dig and they were running mills or any sort of combination. So they're super inside, and they also understand that from hash to hash, this is a far throw. If they can throw an out route from that far, a quarterback, praise be to God for them. So you're seeing this stem. He's getting vertical. The cornerback should have stayed in his back pedal a little bit longer. But With his speed, he's so scared of his speed that he opens fast. He still hasn't planted. Soon as he gets on his toes, he plants and he makes that cut. If you make that cut 2 yards shorter, then that corner's going to have enough time to react to the cut, and he's going to be able to bump him off his landmark. He steps on his toes, stays skinny, gives Joey enough time to throw it to the left, or enough space to throw it to the left if he needs to. Touchdown balls. And now we're singing good old Rocky Top. Woo! No, that was a great play. Great job by Coach Heupel. Literally, next play, dialing this thing up. Great throw. In stride. But he's flying. I said it on talk show. I said I expected our outside receivers to have a big day. Even though they're young, I expect them to have a great game here. Great job here by Joey pulling this out. See, now this I'm cool with. I'm cool with watching this play over again. The ones that are like incompletions and stuff like that, those tear me up. 6:52 in a second. I might just go to halftime. I already kept you guys 50 minutes. But I'm loving it. All right, so we have, now they're going into some sort of 4-4. They're trying, or in 4-4, really 4-2-5, but they're trying to load the box, running 3 buzz here with the safeties down. So now the safety down to the bottom of the screen. Obviously, he's going to take away that RPO throw. He never throw the hitch. So his eyes from this box count, he's trying to get the ball out from coming out, trying to get it out, trying to get at least 1 first down, then trying to get to the 20. You got a little bit of landmarks for quarterback play. The biggest thing coming out is you're trying to get 1 first down. Okay? If you can get 1 first down, you won the drive. Soon as he sees this nickel blitz, pull. I wonder if it was tipped. If not, that's a tough miss. Really good job by the receiver running vertically here. Tough miss. All good. Misses happen. Next play, 2nd and 10. That's what you got to do versus Tennessee offense. You got to stop them on first down. They're going to send it again. Nickel blitz. Joey's reading off him. Just trying to get it out, boys. Trying to get the ball away from it, get at least enough room to be able to punt. Another form of like counter. Using both tight ends. I love that play. Same side tight end being able to block out. Opposite tight end sifting through. All right, we got wide formation to the bottom of the screen. Top of the screen, 2x2. Right now we have a 5-man box. Right now, my play call option right now coming out, I'd probably just run inside zone. Try to get enough room to punt. Not that you're giving up on the drive, but you're also trying to be smart enough to win the field position battle. I have no idea what the play is too, by the way, so I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, so they motion back. Still 6-man box. We got 6 blockers. We still are good to run the ball. We ran it. Great job. Punt it. Be happy with a punt, and we almost got the first down. Who knows? Maybe I'll become a coach one day. Nah, I'm just kidding. Coaching's tough, man. You got it all year round. You never know. You can literally have a job across the country the next year. You can get fired at any point. It's tough. Tough. What we got here? We don't got to watch that again. Next drive. 2-minute drill. Try to at least get 3. 2-minute drills, we at least trying to get 3 points. Trying not to give the ball back. Soft box. Got to run it on first down. We don't. We'll take a quick completion. Okay. So we ran this play before. Sticky. Stick flat. Sticky. Good pop. This is how it should look on the pop. As soon as you see that flat defender get wide, pop it inside. Really good job by Joey. I feel like a lot of my knowledge on this type of stuff also came from my time with Colt McCoy in Arizona. In college it wasn't. I don't know. But I'll say this. Colt McCoy, I spent so many hours, so much time with him. He taught me so much about the game, and he taught me how to view it in such a different way that I honestly I've never felt better playing the game than when I was with him and when I was with Arizona with Cliff, and they helped me significantly. Wish we can catch that one. We catch that when we spotted up 4 yards. Good job by Syracuse there. Also learned a lot from my guy Brett Rippin. That was with me in Denver. He told me a lot. Sean Payton, obviously, a lot. Russell Wilson was there for me a lot. Weak box here. It's just a great play. Like, I don't know how this turned out to be this. I caught him. I don't know how this turned out to be this. This is one that's going up on film for Syracuse. That's like things that can happen. Weak box, 5-man box. Got to make sure from our eyes standpoint that we're eyes up on the offensive line with this much movement. If you see this week of a box, nobody's ever just going to play this week of a box. So you're expecting stunts, you're expecting pressure, you're expecting something. How do we let go of the down lineman there? Great effort by him. Then he makes him miss. Safety, terrible angle down. They were not playing team defense on this play. Single-handedly, great effort. And I'll say this all day on Saturday. Wide receivers were blocking their tails off all day. All day. All right, 2x2 wide. Okay. We got 2 over 2 here. Now, this is what I was talking about before. If you have great players, like this is what Alabama was doing when they had Judy, Devontae Smith, Waddle. If you have great players and you can get the ball in space, look at our boy also blocking his tail off, and you have ball in space and you're one-on-one, a great player, every wide receiver will take this. Schematically, you're like, is this enough? For great players, it is. He catches his ball. He makes one person miss. 10-yard gain. That's what's so tough about this offense, right? Like, defensively, you have everything down pat. Like, as a defensive coordinator, you're perfect. Excellent. We make this play, 2nd and 10, whatever it is. Awesome. He makes this guy miss. This was also probably a throw read because you saw that pressure that was just coming off that left side for quarterbacks. As soon as you see pressure that can affect that run game, you're throwing into it. Obviously, they're rolling down in single high, so that's kind of tough. I would much rather have had a different sort of RPO on it. But listen, look at that. He's inside leverage, perfect position, too much space, though. Got to make that tackle. Turns into literally almost a 15-yard gain. Athletes being athletes. Get the ball in space. I love it. Wide splits again. Make the back box kind of a little bit easier. Right now I'm seeing cover 0. Best cover 0 play here. I'd probably run some sort of rub route up top. I'd try to get the top of the screen open some sort of way. Got to throw this. This is a heavy box. We can go freaking 8-man pro right here and be able to chuck this thing up to the left. But we don't. And we'll take a successful run. Sometimes you just got to be downhill. Sometimes you got to be gritty. And also, from clock management standpoint, as an offense, you're trying not to give the ball back with much time. Good block. Good blocking. Blocking to the whistle. Boys looked really good, man. Boys looking really good. Another same type of play. This safety's trying to play any type of slant backside. You see the safety, and I'm over here clicking on it with my arrow. I gotta have like a flash. What's it called? A red thing, red flasher. The safety in the middle of the field, right there next to the E. He's trying to play anything slant wise backside. Take away the RPO throw. Everybody else is straight run. And he's just gritty, man. Boys were playing gritty. Our running backs looked really tough. Really, really good. And that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I understand this is not an SEC game, but our O-line was playing so tough and so downhill and physical. And look at our running backs. 0 was blocking his tail off. Miles was blocking his tail. We were playing such a physical game with tempo, and it's very tough. I don't know how any team can stop that. I really don't know how. Touchdown. Boys. I wish this had some sort of audio on it too. That would be fire. Maybe next time I do this, I just have Rocky Top ready to play in the background every single time. Every single time we score or we get a big play, I'll just have it tuned up. I just looked at the picture of myself in the bottom right. Yeah, I got the smoky gray right there, boys. Probably the nicest jersey we ever got to rock. I wish we kind of had the alternates, but that wasn't kind of the MO of the staff. But listen, we're approximately an hour in. We just finished up the first half. Got a little bit out of hand in the second. I basically split half and half. It's literally 18 minutes for the rest of the game. I don't know if I'm going to keep going. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm super excited to keep doing this. This is the first episode. I'm going to do this every single week. I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do. Anybody that wants to sponsor, or anybody that wants to continue working with me, or anybody that wants to jump on the show or watch film or anything like that, reach out. Would love to get more intact with the Vol community as going forward. And any type of game of the week also, outside of Tennessee football, I will be doing, and I will be throwing up a lot of clips on a lot of plays on TikTok. Maybe I'll do some more segments on YouTube with this stuff. And obviously I'll be big on Twitter. A lot of tweets going out for all types of football, NFL, college, everything like that. But just wanted to say I'm grateful for you guys. First half right here. Maybe I'll do a video of the second half if you guys are really super interested. Obviously we have ETSU this coming week. Should be a pretty quick one. Who knows? Maybe they play us tough. If not, would love to see some of the younger players play, but can't determine that on a Thursday. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Gonna keep making some more content. Make sure like, subscribe, comment, do your thing, and add me on Twitter if you guys like it. You guys throw me some feedback. All right, peace and love.